The reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get.
Take the biggest risks of your entire life right now.
The odds were stacked against me. I won anyway, because I win.
Whoa, whoa, it's the Adam Finch Show. Turn it up loud, let the good
Welcome everyone
times
to roll.
roll.
Another edition of the Adam Finch Show. I am, of course, your host, Adam Finch, and today we are talking about taking that leap, taking the risk, trying your hardest, not giving up. Because when you have that right mindset, like the last little bit there from Suits, even when the odds are stacked against me and my back's against the wall, I'm a winner, I win. And I'm a winner and I win because of the fact that I'm not afraid to take those leaps, and I'm not afraid of failure, as they say, failure. But it's never really failure if you never give up and you keep trying. You've learned and you pivot. You pivoted from those instances. So let's talk about taking risk. Now, for me, I never wanted to necessarily take a lot of risk in my life, but I always did bet on myself. So I guess that was a risk in itself. But I always made sure that I put in that work, and I was lucky that my parents put that mentality into me from a young age to make sure that you're working hard and you're putting your maximum effort into everything. When I played sports, for instance, as a kid, my parents, they wanted me to win, and I wanted to win, and I still have it now, a very competitive spirit, and it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's, some trivia or a game with my kids or life and business and careers. I want to win. I want to be the best. I want to be the biggest. I want the notoriety. I want the fame. I want the fortune that comes with it. Now, when I talk about that, though, there is a certain limit on what I needed and what I need to consider myself successful nowadays. And obviously it's changed over the years. And, my greatest success is being able to spend time with my family and my kids and to help them grow from where they are right now, and then to help others grow as well. But let's just talk about this taking those risks. So me personally, let's talk about the last 2 years of my life and how in less than 2 years, really it started in a year. But let's go back to September 2023. Stressed out, working a lot, not understanding why I wasn't getting more, let's say, from where I was professionally, personally. And what it came down to is I didn't have everything where it was supposed to be. My priorities weren't exactly where they're supposed to be. But a lot of that was just sitting back and waiting for things to happen instead of making them happen. And you can manifest, talked about this before as well, but you can manifest all you want. But if the effort isn't being put in as well, like, the opportunities are there, but you're not seizing them. We talk about social media stuff. I'm a big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk, and, I was putting out some posts and everything. And it's like, why isn't my social media channels growing? Why aren't people watching my content? And that's because I wasn't taking risk on the content. And the biggest thing is that I wasn't putting myself out there personally to help grow the content. Everything was just, here's a picture of something, and a write-up of it. But what really had to happen is I just start putting myself out there personally and showing my face and showing, listen, this is me. I got 20 plus years in the construction industry. I've been renovating my own houses and flipping them and moving them up and then starting to buy other houses for the last 15 plus years now. Started with our first house, renting out to students, extra bedrooms to students. First it was a friend, then it was another person, just those bedrooms. Then we sold that place, got a duplex property, rented that out to students, rented out to a lady, the basement unit rented out to a lady, renovated that whole house. Sold it when the market was pretty good still. Made a bunch of money off that. Bought our house now and renovated that house. Pulled some money out. Bought some property. Pulled some more money out. Bought a duplex, renovated the duplex, rented out the duplex, just sold the duplex, got more money. Now we're doing some short-term rental stuff, hopefully soon. But right there, that's a lot of leaps of faith right there that I had to take right there. And not all of them were working out the way they were supposed to. There was a lot of time, let's talk about, in the proper headspace at that time, back almost 2 years ago now. All that stuff going on, but no clear direction of where it was moving from forward. So I took a leap out there, started this 365-day workout challenge that a bunch of other people that I knew were doing. And the rule was you had to show yourself doing a workout. So then I started filming myself one day running. And then eventually I started another challenge. And this is what I needed, because I did a couple videos. But this is what I needed, part of this high-impact coaching program. And they put out a challenge that you had to do one 30-minute minimum video every day for a month, and the winner won, this like creator kit with microphones and stuff. So I'm like, this is fine. This is what I needed. I needed a challenge like that, because I was doing it with the workouts and those ran, but I needed this. So I think it was like April last year, I think it was March or April last year. I started doing it. So I started doing my videos every day, talking about, issues in construction and how I would do things and a little bit of stuff on life, but then it was mostly just construction related and just showing. And then we talk about getting better every day. And so then I started watching even more stuff from Gary Vaynerchuk, read his older book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, which is on social media stuff. Then he came out with his new one, Day Trading Attention, and talking about how to do different videos and how to hook people in and doing green screens. And I started doing a lot of green screen videos. And that was into September last year, into Christmas time. And all of a sudden, just on Instagram alone, I hit over 20 million views a month into January, into December. And it was just a crazy growth of 1 million, 2, 4, 12. I remember hitting 12 million, then all of a sudden rolled up into 13 million, and it just exploded. And that was just on that one platform. I got myself over 10,000 followers on Instagram. Then I said, okay, now I've got to take this, and now I've got to start concentrating on Facebook more. Wanted to get up over to 10,000 followers on Facebook. Took that leap, and I did. I get over 10,000 on Facebook. So obviously my numbers started to drop, and I just remember seeing, I posted like one video the one day, and I went on there, and it was like it went down from like 20 to 13 million the following month, because I wasn't putting as much effort into just Instagram. I was trying to grow the Facebook, and I just remember feeling like, what a loser. So obviously that's an impressive thing. So you got to recycle or reframe your mind into the gratitude and say, I still have such gratitude for that. And then it continued to drop down. And then I realized I gotta start concentrating on Instagram a little bit more. But I was getting up to, I think, 10 million a month on Facebook at one point. Became monetized on there, which I'm so grateful for anyone who watches my content on Facebook. I do get a little bit of revenue share there from those videos now, which is awesome. I tell my kids every month that's the free money that we use now to go places. So use that money, take my kids, to the Toronto FC soccer game. I've used it to take the kids wrestling tickets, used it for other events and tickets with my wife. Breakfast with my wife, just went out to Stratford here locally for the day. So I bought us breakfast, and then bought some chocolates from Rio Thompson chocolates there. And again, that was all from taking that leap of faith, has now allowed me all these other opportunities, because now I'm making some money, like I said, on Facebook. So now I'm utilizing that money to obviously spend time with my wife and kids, but then create more content out of that as well. So we took that leap of faith, and like I said, back's against the wall, and I've had some business issues and some investments not necessarily work out in the best in my favor. Not that I'm losing money, but didn't work out the way that it should have. And so again, took the leap of faith on those. Was smart about it, so minimizing the money that you're losing in the profit side, but making sure that you're secured on your initial purchase. But hey, my back's against the wall, so we pivot. We learn from those issues. We learn how to better vet deals. We learn to better vet partnerships and make sure we put proper different clauses in place and all that stuff. and learning and growing. And then you see, when your back's against the wall, who's standing there to help you, right? You've got families, you've got close friends ready to go. And they're always there to support you, which is amazing. But then how are you mentally, right? Are you just locking up? And I see this with people all the time, whether it's, at work or in business, that I talk to different people, and, they say, oh, my back's against the wall. I don't know what to do. I've just been locked here. And I'm just like, you can't have that mentality. You need to push forward, because that's how you become a winner. So that's it. When your back's against the wall, are you a winner or not? And I win. I win all the time. And that's the mindset that I have. And that's not bragging. That's me constantly putting myself out there. You want to talk about losing? You wouldn't believe the amount of people that I've reached out to just to speak free at events that they have, and people don't even message you back, or they say, nah, I'm good, thanks. Or I just say, hey, you want me to help promote your event? But guess what? Guess who does reach out to me? The Building Show in Toronto. I don't know what they're supposed to have, 16,000 people or something they're predicting throughout the weekend. Hundreds of vendors there. They reached out to me and said, hey, we'd love to have you help promote our event. So if you guys want to go to the Building Show, code Finch10, reach out to me. This is like the largest trade show here in Canada, I think, Toronto at least, reaching out to me because they want to work with me, right? So unfortunately, unfortunately, that didn't work out, right? Okay, I was rejected, let's say. Reach out to another guy here locally, Corey Bader, Andrea Bailey. I've been on Andrea's Instagram live there. I went to Corey's recent Smart Homeowner Summit. Now I'm going to be speaking at their Investor Social coming up in September. So if you guys want to come locally, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge area, let me know. But free events that they're putting on. So sure, I was rejected by other people. I failed, let's say, to get those other speaking gigs. But the ones that I did get, the people that I am working with are like top tier, amazing professionals and the best in what they do. And so I like to say that everything happens for a reason. And another thing I like to say is life doesn't suck. And you can say that the rejection may suck, but a great quote was, when one door closes, it's just you seeing that the direction the wind blows. So the wind is saying, don't go to that door, right? That door's closing for a reason. That's the wrong door. Don't go knocking on it anymore. Don't go begging for the people to open that door. Move on to the next one. Because guess what? There's 8+ billion people in this world. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 10,000, 8,000, 100,000 people don't want you. The other 7.9 billion might. And then again, we talk about that. And I'm talking about this. I'm gonna keep saying this to the end of time. The pro mindset. You want to be a pro about something? That's the pro mindset right there. Walking away from situations that don't benefit from you, walking away from people that don't benefit you, and continuing to grow and achieve greatness, and continuing your career and your life and your business with the people that truly matter and the people that are going to back you. And when your back's against the wall, they're going to be there to help push you forward. And there's nothing better than having a wife, a partner, a husband, family, friends, a business, a career, an employer that pushes you forward and will allow you to, make those mistakes, grow within the company, grow together, and be there to support you at all corners. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys took something away, and you're going to go out there every day and you're going to win, and you're going to take the biggest chances and the biggest risks, because the worst case, someone's going to say no to you. And then you just move on to the next one. You pivot, you grow. And whatever you do it like a pro.
Whoa, whoa.